I've been seeing a trend of a lot of Christians, believers, which I am a believer in Christ. I've been seeing a trend of them saying that people who will be thrown in the lake of fire chose to be thrown in the lake of fire. And that's not the way that that works. Most people are not choosing the lake of fire. They're not saying, well, I want to go in the lake of fire. And I know the point that many believers who say this would make is, well, they're rejecting God. So, yeah, we're not saying that they're choosing the lake of fire, but they're rejecting God. But in most people's lives, that's not how this dilemma shows up. Let's be very honest here. It's not like somebody's hanging from a cliff and you got God at the top of the cliff in the form of like a person with their hand out saying, hey, grab my hand, you're going to fall. And then they look down at the rocks, hundreds of thousands of feet below, and they look up at God and they say, oh, no, I'm good. I'm going to just go ahead and go in the rocks. That's not the way that the faith or the revelation of God in many people's lives, that's not how it shows up. Many times this faith is presented or introduced or seen by people in culture. They grew up a certain way, they've heard certain philosophies, they've heard certain preachers, they've been to certain churches, whatever way that they interacted with it. And for whatever reason, that person, that story did not convict them. And for those who do believe in a higher power, they feel like, oh, Buddhism or Islam or whatever the case may be is the faith that more so connects with them or convicts them. Now, the only way to the Father is through Yeshua. Let's make that clear. But people are presenting the fact that people will be thrown in the lake of fire as if they were given an ultimatum and they were able to really see and interact with God, the living God. And then they say, no, I don't want you. I'm going to the lake of fire. That's not the way that most people interact with it. Now, there are some people who literally have seen the power of God. They've interacted with it and they literally, like Jonah, run away or they reject it and they say, no, I don't want no parts of this. But most people don't interact with God in that way. And be sure that if you are thrown in the lake of fire, it is not by your decision, it's by God's decision. It is his judgment. Simple.